Alright, how we doing, folks? Your boy Marcos went 205 numbers after the name. I'll save the host swag. I'd planned this host migration video over here, but I'll just throw some Black Ops 3 up over here instead, man. And put a Black Ops 3 on the channel in a minute. Want to be on Combine with the CUDA. Y'all already know what it is. E3 predictions, man. Yesterday I hit up on Microsoft, spent the whole time on it. You can tell which system I prefer over all three. Even though the Switch is creeping up over there, man. But I want to talk about Sony, man, real quick, because I don't got too much to say about Sony. I think we all kind of know what they're going to hit us with over here. Uncharted DLC, I think that's going to be kind of, I mean, it already dated for August, but I think they'll show us another chunk of that. I'm not sure how much Last of Us 2 we'll see. If they're smart, they don't show us anything. I don't think they really need to show us anything. But they've been kind of pumping out stuff really early. So I don't know. Maybe they'll show us something, a trailer or playable. Naughty Dog kind of likes to throw in there the playable stuff, like playable demo. Maybe they'll do that, you know. They've had a lot of good success with that. Interested to see what happens with that. Those are kind of their two big ones. God of War. I think God of War can come out this year. I think God of War can come out next year. that's straight up. So I wouldn't be shocked if they go either way over there. Days Gone kind of looks like that one's going to be the fall title over here for this year. Maybe even in the summer. Maybe that comes out in September. Maybe it comes out in August. Maybe that comes out in November. I expect to see that kind of, you know, another playable demo over there on the show. Do we see anything from Death Stranding? I don't think they should show anything from Death Stranding. But once again, they've shown already a lot of nothing. So maybe they'll show a lot of nothing again. Spider-Man. Last year we got, you know, just a teaser. Do we get gameplay this year? I don't think it's released date. I think that's like even next year, but I don't know. Shenmue. Also, you know, they kind of announced it. I don't know. Final Fantasy VII, the remake. Is it there? I heard it just went back to that Square is taking it internal. They took it from Cyber. I forget what the hell the company was that was making it. I don't know. There's a big question mark, but they got a lot of heavy hitters that they could do there. So it's interesting. Do they have any Red Dead footage? You know, is that something that'll be brought along there? Even though that got delayed, will they show us any Red Dead there? Normally Rockstar really doesn't care about E3 or go to it, so I wouldn't be too shocked if that isn't a thing. But Sony's got a lot of arsenal stuff that they could do. I don't expect to hear anything about the Vita. I think that's dead officially. I don't expect anything from PSVR. I don't expect to hear anything else about PS4 Pro, with the exception that I think it's already been leaked that there's going to be a new model that's going to be like gold. And with the exception that every video of this show, I'm sure will say running on PS4 Pro. Like that's it. Kind of like on the Xbox One too. I'm sure everything will be like running on Xbox Scorpio, Xbox One Scorpio, whatever the hell they call it. They end up calling it, which I didn't even predict the name for that over there. Gosh, they should just call it the Xbox. I'm all for it. Just keep it as damn simple, like the Switch. So Sony's got a lot of firepower, man. They always fill it up, or at least, you know, in the past couple of years. It's not get crazy. They've had some really shitty E3 consoles themselves, but they've always filled it up over there. I expect maybe some Far Cry 5. If Assassin's Creed isn't shown in the Microsoft booth, I think it'll be in this one. Maybe there's a Bloodborne 2. That would be pretty awesome. Evil Within 2. You know, kind of some of the stuff that might happen at Bethesda and the other conferences earlier. Maybe some of that stuff trickles in here. Call of Duty apparently is going to have a multiplayer reveal. I don't know if that'll be coinciding with in the Sony conference or just alongside with them or something like that. So that'll be kind of interesting to see how that kind of looks. So you know, a bunch of interesting stuff over there. Maybe they'll play like a campaign level, just give us a teaser, something like that. But I believe the multiplayer is going to be playable at E3. So Sony's got a lot on the plate. A lot of success, a lot of good stuff. I don't expect anything too crazy out of the box. They just kind of have to pump out their games. And let's see if Dreams ever comes out. I have a slight feeling that doesn't come out. I think there's I was going to say a Grand Theft Auto game that they're working on. But a GT, the damn racing game that they had, man. Oh, my goodness. I said the last video. I can't remember right now. For some reason, I keep thinking of Project Gotham Racing, which was an Xbox thing, which definitely ain't have anything to do with Sony. But either way, oh, my goodness. Was the big... Okay. Brain fart. Nintendo. Real quick over here, man. We got 3 minutes of some change, man. Nintendo with the Switch. I mean, this is a big E3 for them. First off, I think they almost win E3 if they put a date on Super Mario Odyssey. And that date is this year. I don't expect that game to come out this year. I think the Mario team's been working on the game for 3 years, which is good for them. You know, obviously, I don't think it'll take as much effort as a Zelda game would take. But I'd be shocked if that game comes out this year. I think that falls into the holiday next year. But I would love for him to come out and put you know, release date on it. November. I don't have my calendar over here. November 2nd, I think, is when Duty comes out or something like that. November. Yeah, 9th is Need for Speed Battle. I just put an extra battle for whatever. Any of those days in November, just be like, hey, man, this one releasing Super Mario Odyssey. Good luck. They're going to bring up ARMS for sure. It's releasing, I think, that same week. Yeah, that Friday. They have an ARMS tournament or whatever. Splatoon, obviously, is going to be there. Splatoon 2. I hope that they don't go too deep into it because those games are, going to come out pretty soon, and I don't care for them at all. They will announce the Mario Raving Rabbids game that's already been leaked. I think it's like a turn-based RPG thing. I don't know. It kind of seems like I don't know. It's kind of a shame that you can't make a Paper Mario game these days. I don't expect to see any Metro, that's for sure. keep that on the low. Maybe a new Donkey Kong game, though. Retro's been working on something. They've been working on something. I don't know what it is. Nobody knows what it is. Maybe it's a Donkey Kong game. I kind of hope to see a Smash Brothers port. Or like kind of like a deluxe edition like they did with Mario Kart. I'm not sure if that could come out this year, honestly. Sakurai is kind of a madman. He also said, I think he says this every single time, he doesn't want to work on another Smash Bros. Again. I don't know if he's going to get his wish or not on that one. But I would love to see a Mario Maker. Mario Maker is kind of the big one that I kind of want to hit home. I could almost do without Smash for a bit. The online infrastructure, I believe they said that they're pushing it back. But they give some details, right? It's going to be kind of like a streaming service in terms of the games that they're going to be able to offer. $20 a year, which is pretty fair, especially for how crappy of what's being included over here. And the rumor is kind of like voice chat through your phone. You got to plug in, whatever. I don't know, a bunch of nonsense like that. But I think they already said they're not going to release it this year, which, I texted my boy Joe about it, and I was like, hey, what year do you think Nintendo's living in? Like, this must have been cool, like, in 2004, when, like, Xbox Live existed. I think this was around 2004, maybe something like that. Come on, man, we're doing voice chat on the Xbox for Halo 2. How the hell can we not do it on, like, the Switch? Like, man, Nintendo, please, deliver something. Like, this is why, as a hardcore gamer, you just can't have a Switch by itself. Like that's not. If you just have a Switch by itself, you call yourself a hardcore gamer, I question that. I apologize, but I question that. Anyway, though, that's just a me thing. And I think they'll show some DS games. I don't think I think it'll be in like a montage kind of thing. That's more of a Nintendo Direct later that they'll kind of show some stuff over there. I'd love to see some Fire Emblem. Obviously, I think that game wasn't dated until 2018. It'll probably get pushed back even further from that. But I'd love to see something of how that looks over there on the Switch. But it's really an empty slate, right? Like, we really don't know what they could show us or what they will show us. So, we could dream. We could dream big with Nintendo. I'd recommend not dreaming too big, though, because it's not something that, I'd recommend. Having said that, they have to have stuff in the pipeline. Last year was all Zelda. All Zelda. And then they didn't even talk about Switch. They literally talked about that afterwards. So what the hell's happening in that year and a half of development with other games? Like, what's going on? Do they talk about mobile? I don't think they talk about mobile. But do they talk about mobile? Maybe they should talk about mobile. Maybe they show us a Pokemon game. First Pokemon on the Switch. Woo! You drop a date on Super Mario Odyssey and you drop a Pokemon date this year, you win E3.